When Westerville police arrived at the Moore residence, they were met by 50-year-old Matthew Moore, calm, cooperative, and unsettlingly composed. His wife, Emily Noble, had been missing for 7 hours. Matthew explained that Emily had left behind everything: her wallet, her phone, her ID, even her car, which sat untouched in the garage. According to him, she often went on short walks, foraging for wild plants along a nearby bike trail. 15 minutes at most, he said, but 7 hours had passed, and Matthew hadn't gone looking for her. That alone raised eyebrows. As officers spoke with him inside the house, something felt off. The bed was neatly made, something neither Matthew nor Emily usually did. Emily's phone sat by the bedside. It was as if she had woken up and vanished. Then Matthew said something that sent a chill through the room. "I have this gut feeling," he said, "the same one I had when my son died." A year earlier, Matthew had reported his teenage son Joey missing. Joey was later found dead in a wooded area near the same neighborhood. The comparison was premature. Emily had been missing less than a day. Why was Matthew already preparing for the worst? When officers spoke to neighbors, one claimed to have seen Emily in the garage that morning. It should have brought relief. Instead, Matthew focused on something strange: a misplaced computer cord hanging in the garage. "This doesn't belong here," he said. He even pointed out that Emily was too short to reach it. It felt staged, almost like he was planting an idea without ever saying it out loud. Police left the house troubled, but with no evidence. All they could do was search. 2 days passed, then 3. No Emily. Investigators decided to bring Matthew in for a voluntary interview. Before they even asked a real question, Matthew blurted out, "I didn't do it." No one had accused him of anything. Inside the interview room, Matthew grew defensive, questioning whether he was free to leave, even though detectives repeatedly assured him he was. He contradicted himself about timelines, about texts, about whether Emily ever went out alone at night. At one point, he insisted Emily would never disappear without her phone, then admitted she sometimes did. He spoke about her in the past tense. And again, he returned to one idea: that Emily might have harmed herself. But friends and family told police something very different. Emily had no history of mental illness, no suicidal thoughts, no medications, no warning signs. Then detectives uncovered messages between Emily and a friend. Messages describing bruises on her body. Matthew was confronted. He initially denied any rough behavior, then changed his story, claiming it was consensual intimacy. The cracks were widening. Matthew offered to take a lie detector test. Confident, almost eager. The test didn't go how he hoped. When asked if he knew where Emily was, the results showed deception. When asked if he killed her, more deception. Detectives didn't call it proof, but they called it significant. When confronted, Matthew grew agitated. He insisted Emily must be dead, even though no body had been found. "She's dead at this point," he said casually. Detectives stared at him. "How would you know that?" Then came the moment everything shifted. "You killed her," an investigator said. "It was an accident, and you dumped her." Matthew snapped. "I didn't murder her," he shouted. "I didn't throw her out like garbage." But when asked where Emily was, he had no answer. With no physical evidence, police had no choice. Matthew walked free, but they didn't stop watching him. For months later, everything Matthew had predicted came true. A group of women walking through a wooded park near the Moore home made a horrifying discovery: a decomposed body. Police rushed to the scene. They already knew who it was: Emily Noble. She had been found exactly how Matthew had described months earlier: hanging, bound, using a computer cord. The same kind of cord Matthew had pointed out in his garage. The same park where his son had been found dead. Detectives stood silently. This wasn't coincidence. This was knowledge. Knowledge Matthew shouldn't have had. And now, finally, they understood. Emily hadn't vanished. She had never left. She had been right there the whole time, hidden in plain sight, while her husband calmly waited for the story to catch up with what he already knew. Sometimes, the scariest part of murder isn't how someone dies. It's how someone else already knows.